This is the 1969 George Cleverley shoe. The skins are quite wet at the moment. I've been shrinking the skins with steam. This is the same shoe that was in the previous video posted yesterday. I need to do quite a bit more with the steam iron. Let me just show you the skins close up. You can see they are quite cracked. They were already cracked due to use. They were very stretched, extremely stretched around here. Probably lost about 70% of the stretching so far. Still need to do more. The cracking, it does get a little bit worse with this. It's definitely not good for the skin, this process, but I'm not too worried about the cracking. We can easily deal with the cracking afterwards. So let me just get my wet towel. It's absolutely sopping wet, and the shoe's wet inside, so I need to do quite a bit more here. And as I said to you in the previous film, it's very important to keep the iron away from the wire's a bit short. Let me just pull that over the top here. Struggling. Very, very important to keep the iron away from the toe of the shoe. So I'm going to work pressing very hard down into the welt. I'm really putting on quite a few kilos of pressure. It's quite a physical task as well as hot. And, it's just a case of repeating, allowing it to cool, and this is the area that goes into into the ball of the foot. That's the area where it's stretched the most. We need to remove about 20 millimeters in total. And, keep away from the toes. You can see the clear shape of the shoe. Do a bit more on the vamps. The vamps have already been shrunken quite well, and they're very stiff. Not hard, but there's no flex left in the skin. So I'll shrink a little bit more. What this does, it doesn't reduce the size of the shoe anymore. By shrinking areas which are already shrunken, this area will drag a little bit of the skin from where it's still floppy. It saves me having to reduce everything in one area. It's quite a physical task, as I say to you. It's very hot. I do press on rather hard. Makes my limbs ache a little bit. It does look totally bizarre, totally insane, but the technique works, even though it's definitely not good for the skins, but they can be revived. These will take some reviving. The skins had already suffered due to use, neglect, age and lack of care, really, and this is not doing them any good whatsoever. I'm just trying to get the shape back beautifully and restore the original Cleverley profile, which this bit I'm doing here is the real telltale with the George Cleverley. They always seem to they bulge out here. That's very much a Cleverley signature with the chisel toe. Let's just flip that. Yeah, this part here, typically George Cleverley. And that would, because the skin had become floppy, the silhouette was lost. So let's restore this silhouette. But when this will take, I don't know, perhaps an hour in total. I've maybe already spent half an hour. That'll do. I just want to give you a bit more of a sense of what's involved. Let me put these down. Yeah, so the steam pouring off that skin. That'll do for now. And if you compare it with the film put up yesterday, you can see it's a lot tighter here. It's a lot tighter around there, and there's more of a, like, you know, I don't know what this is called, but it's very typical, this sort of swollen edge here of a George Cleverley shoe. It will need another, I don't know, perhaps another half an hour of a similar treatment, and when it's dry, then we'll have to deal with all this horrendous looking cracking. But I'll make separate videos and show you how to do that.